Hello! Today we are going to learn how to make a one-dish meal. First, I want to show you, we have in a potato baker an organic yam or sweet potato, and we have bean stew with kale and carrots and parsley, and we're going to put this away. We're going to learn how to make a one meal dish. First of all, we take the sweet potato out. Take the sweet potato off the potato baker. It's not coming off. And we put it in a plate. And here's a plate. It's a present for a good girl. And here's a dish, a present for a good girl. I got these in a store and they're from England. So every time I see them, I always think, well, I feel very good about myself. You put the sweet potato in a plate, and then you make a little hole with a knife. Open it up. And this is really, really well done. So it's really good. And then what I'm going to do is put in extra virgin coconut oil. See? Extra virgin coconut oil. I keep it in the refrigerator so it's hard. You put in about a tablespoon, and you put that in instead of butter. And what that does is it gives it a delicious flavor, and you mush it in, see, into the whole sweet potato. You can take a knife and just really mush it in. It gives it a delicious flavor. Coconut oil is one of the best oils in the world to have because it feeds your brain and it helps you lose weight. It just makes you very healthy. It's the best oil to use, and it's good for mostly everyone and tastes delicious. You have to keep it in the refrigerator though because it gets rancid. Then what we're going to do is take some of the stew. Let me put this over here. And you take some of this yummy stew and you scoop, just don't put in the liquid, but just the beans. Oh, I know. First what I want to do is add some greens. So I cut up some greens, and you take the greens and put them right on here, onto the potato. So you have like a nice little salad, and you could cut up any greens you want. Cut up zucchini, cut up cucumbers, lettuce, little sprouts, whatever you want. See how beautiful that looks? And then you take the beans, get rid of the liquid, and just put them right on top. Right on top. So you take more beans, all the vegetables, and you put them right on top. See? And now you have a delicious meal, a one-dish meal. And then you could just scoop the rest of this out and put it in a little bowl, and you can have it together or later. Now I want to show you how to make beans. The beans we're using today is organic dark red kidney beans. See, here's a kidney bean. This is what they look like. I bought them in bulk in the health food store. And then, as you see, I peeled a piece of ginger and I put it in there. This is a big piece of ginger in the health food store. This is how you would find it. And I rinsed in a colander. I put the beans in a colander and rinsed them really, really well, because beans have a lot of dirt in them, soil and maybe some stones. Rinse them really well. You could even fill the sink up, let it get the water get into the colander, and you'd be surprised how much grit comes out. Then you rinse it off really well. You put it in here into a big pot. I use a plastic container, and you soak them for 24 hours. If you soak beans for 24 hours, they become a live food. Beans are really good for you. They are like brain food. They feed your brain, and they are really good roughage. They're a very good source of protein. And what I do is I let it soak for 24 hours, and the ginger absorbs the gas in the beans. So I just stick it right in there, and then I cover it. And tomorrow morning I will rinse this off and then add fresh water and put it in a stainless steel pot and cook it. And then I let it cool down. Cook it for about 2 to 3 hours. I let it cool down, then when it's all cool, I put them in little plastic containers and put them in my freezer. And then I always have food. Whenever I'm hungry, I defrost some beans and I just heat them up. Or you could even just take a container with you wherever you're going. You always have beans, and they're so yummy. So then when you're cooking the beans, add a fresh piece of ginger. Throw out the old ginger that you soaked them in and cook them with a fresh piece of ginger. And that's how you have a delicious one dish meal.